Hello guys, good day. Wait, may maagi. Hello guys, good day. Wait, ba't parang ako lang to? PJ? Nasaan ka, PJ?
Hala! Sino yan?
Sino yan? Ito. Sino kaya to? Sino kaya to?
Sino yun, boy? Ito pa, meron dito Pokemon. Who's that? Sino po to?
Sino to?
Sino po to?
Sino to? Wala. Ay, shit! Sarap mo!
Hello guys! So ngayon nasa pa kami, nasa NCM, kakatapos na ng subject namin. Pero papunta pa lang kami sa Robinson, sa may studio namin, where we're gonna discuss about our topic in our podcast. Papunta na po kami sa Robinson, sasakay na lang po sa kasi nandun yung studio namin. So, we'll be right back and we'll meet you there at the studio right now. So, bye-bye!
2,000 years later.
So good day everyone, welcome to Podcast Tambayan Episode 3. Uy! Anyways, so today we'll be talking about the war on drugs, laban o labag. Labag? So our hosts will be Paul Justin, Riza May, and John Paul Panoy. And I am Gio. So yo, what's up mga katambayan? Welcome back to Tambayan Talks, the podcast kung saan pinag-uusapan natin ang mga isyong mabigat pero in a way na hindi naman may stress. So I'm your boy Gio.
And I am John Paul, ready na makipagkulitan at makapag-serious with sense. Today, we're diving into one of the most controversial topics sa bansa, the war on drugs under the President Rodrigo Duterte.
Ako naman si Paul Justin at sana habang pinapakinggan nyo to, hindi kayo nakahiga sa kama na parang zombie. Kasi serious to guys, pero promise may halong kwela rin to.
Tinamray sa ambas? Sala. Ulit. And I'm Raisa, back it up mga katambayan kasi today, we're going deep into the 30s war on drugs. Kung effective ba talaga or if it cause more harm than good.
So let's start with the basics. Ano ka ba talaga ang war on drugs? Sa iling nito, ano ba talaga? So, punan tayo na. Let's go! Segment 1.
Okay.
So, balik tayo sa 2016. Duterte just became president, and this top promise, a country free from drugs. Sabi niya, if I make it to the presidency, watch out, at yun nga, dumating ang Oplan Tokhang. So, dun tayo kay Paul Justin.
Yup! Tokhang from Tok meaning knock and Hongyo meaning fled. In short, papunta ang pulis sa bahay ng suspect or drug user, kakatok at makikipag-usap na magbagong buhay na. Pero in reality, madalas may tok-tok tapos may bang!
Dark humor. Pero but it reflects reality. Kasi based on reports, the Philippine National Police said around 6,000 to 7,000 ang namatay during anti-drug operation. Pero human rights groups claim na baka umabot pa to ng 20k or more than 20k pa. So, medyo malala yung nangyari nun. So, ibig sabihin, madami talaga namatay and many cases remain unresolved till today. So, kaya medyo mahaba pa yung topic about sa war on drugs. Kaya matagal na nangyari yun.
And that's why the campaign became one of the most talked about issues in the 30s term. Kasi it raised the question, do the ends justify the means?
bento.
So, next is, maganda ba nga yung dulot ng war on drugs or bad? So, sinabi good or bad ba to? So, let's start with John Paul.
Let's be fair, no? The goal was actually noble, to reduce drug use and crime. And to be honest, may mga communities talaga na nagsabing mas naging tahimik daw. Parang suddenly mas konti ang tambay, less takot sa magnanakaw.
Tama,
Yun.
tama.
Oo nga eh. Dito tayo kaya na po, Justin.
True, some people even praise Duterte that saying, at least may gumalaw. Kasi before him, ilang presidente na ang dumaan pero wala pa rin concrete action.
Exactly, tama. So, for others naman, parang parang naging wake-up call yung pangyayari ng war on drugs. Kasi, naseryoso na ng gobyerno yung laban sa droga. Kasi matagal na sa Pinas na may mga issues about sa droga. Actually, I think Philippines is one of the highest users of drugs. And, sa akin lang, ewan ko kung totoo ba talaga kasi nakita ko yan sa internet. So, yun. Pero syempre, kada biktima sa nangyayari ng war on drugs, hindi naman total na alam ng mga tao kasi always may different side, di ba? So, may iba-ibang side sa kwento kada kaganapan doon.
Right. Kasi may mga nagsasabing, yes, bumaba ang crime rate, pero at what cost? Sino ang mga namamatay? Madalas mga nasa urban poor communities, ang tanong, pantay ba ang laban?
Parang sa group project may gumagawa ng lahat. Pero may mga nadadamay kahit wala namang kasalanan, di ba?
Oo nga, di ba? And kaya nga maraming nagtatanong kung effective ba talaga, baka naman natatakot lang yung mga tao pansamantala, di ba?
Tama. So, about yun, medyo may mga kaguluhan tayo. So, punta na tayo sa segment 3. Yung mga controversies na nangyari during yung war on drugs. So, ito na yung heavy part yung part na to. Kasi yung war on drugs faced huge backlash during the war on drugs nga. So, especially nung human rights organizations na sinasabing maraming extrajudicial killings daw na naganap or like sinasabi na EJK, so yung extrajudicial killings. So yun naman. So, meaning, pinatay yung mga tao na walang trial na naganap.
And some victims daw, hindi naman talaga involved sa drugs. May mga kwento ng minors, innocent men, or people na nadamay lang kasi kamukha raw ng suspect. Grabe! Parang real life plot twist na tragic.
Kaya the International Criminal Court or mas tinatawag siyang ICC even launched an investigation. They wanted to know if crimes against humanity were committed during the campaign. Pero syempre, the government defended it, saying we're protecting the people kahit hindi naman, gano'n. So doon tayo kay Paul Justin.
Go.
Parang ironic, no? Protecting the people by killing them. I mean, gets ko naman yung goal, but the method were scary. May mga family na hanggang ngayon humihingi pa rin ng hospisya.
Tama. So, and the saddest part during it kasi marami pa rin Pilipino na hindi nahati yung opinion nila. So, some sees na Duterte as a hero while others sees na isa siyang violator. So, halos lahat may different opinion about sa pangyayari na yun. So next is pag-usapan naman natin yung impact on society.
So ano nga ba ang epekto ng campaign sa lipunan? On one hand, may takot. Takot sa droga, takot sa pulis, at minsan takot sa gobyerno mismo.
And that fear changed behavior. Some people actually stop using or selling drugs. Kasi nga, literal na pwedeng ikamatay, pero yung iba lumipat lang ng lugar o nagtago. Yun nga, ganun.
May mga pamilya na rin na trauma, yung mga anak na nakakita na ng mga magulang na pinasok ng mga pulis.
That's right.
That's lifelong fear. And
Oh.
hindi lang crime yung nawala, pati tiwala sa mga justice system natin. diba?
Exactly. Kasi kahit sabihin mong bumaba yung crime rate ng bansa natin, pero if people feel unsafe from the authorities, lalo ng ganyan yung sinabi mo na nagkakos ng trauma kasi minsan napapagbintangan na lang yung mga inosenteng tao during the war on drugs. So, that's another kind of danger. Sabi nga ng iba, how can you feel safe if safety itself becomes violent?
Grabe, pang-food yung Gio. Pwede yun sa podcast tip natin
Go lang, as long as may credits Sige. So next we'll talk about the lessons and reflection about the war on drugs. So, sige, John Paul, unahan mo.
So, ano bang matututunan natin dito? Drugs are a serious issue. Yes, pero hindi lang dapat barilan ang solusyon. We need education,
Tama!
rehabilitation, and social reform. Yun. Justin, go.
Exactly. Kasi kung takot ang weapon mo, temporary lang yung resulta. Pag nawala ang takot, babalik ang bisyo. Pero kung may pag-asa at suporta ng sistema, mas sustainable and change. May
Tama.
pagbabago tayo.
Yan. Ang ganda rin naman ma-realize na drugs are connected to bigger problems like poverty, yung unang topic natin, lack of jobs, yung mental health issue, lalo sa mga kabataan yun, madaming yan. So, kung hindi yan masolusyonan yung sa mga droga na yan, kahit ilang talk talaga, mababalik pa rin ang problema niya sa bansa natin.
So, dapat war on causes, hindi lang war on drugs. Ibig sabihin, labanan din natin ang ugat ng problema, hindi lang ang bunga.
Well said, yan. Parang life lang yan. Dapat ayusin mo muna yung sarili mo bago ka makipaglaban. Yan.
Oy, relate pero totoo. Real change starts from within, not from fear.
Ayun. Alright. So, where are we now, diba? So, yun na conclusion na tayo. So, after Duterte, what's next? Under the new administration ng anti-drug ba? Yung campaign na nagko-continue pa rin, pero with softer rehabilitation, focus on approach.
Yeah. Less violence, more health-based programs. May efforts now to treat drug addiction as a public health issue, not just a criminal one.
Which is good. Kasi addiction isn't just about the crime. It's also about trauma. Poverty and lack of access to health. Yung ganon.
So in a way na matututo tayo sa mga mistakes na nakaraan, hopefully this time, justice and humanity go in hand. Go with in hand.
So, let's end our discussion about war on drugs. So, please, Miss Riza.
So, ayun mga katambayan, heavy topic pero important. The war on drugs reminds us how powerful leadership can be, both to protect and to harm.
Let's stay informed, question things, and never be afraid to think critically. Hindi porket popular, tama na agad.
Tama!
Go.
And always remember, we all want a better Philippines, pero dapat hindi sa kapalit ng mga buhay ng tao.
Tama! Ayan! Appear. See, ayoko din siya.
Tayo guys.
So this has been the Tambayan Talks with Riza, John Paul, Paul Justin, and me, Gio. Pinaka-cute. Kaya kita-kits tayo sa next episode kung saan may sense pa rin ang usapan kaya puros tawanan tayo dito. So, ang usapan kahit may halong kakulitan, may natutunan So, joke lang. May natutunan tayo kahit may aliwan pa rin. So, yun na. Paalam everyone.
Stay kind and
Bye-bye.
stay tambay. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Bye. Bye. 1, 2, 3. Good day, everyone. This will be our podcast today. Bako, mali. Mali. Alam ulit.
Tok-tok meaning knock and hango meaning pledge. That life feel long.
Sa ko ano. Kung ano yung set.